Yep, there it is, folks, right there in the Washington Examiner. The D.C. Examiner, and the headline of the story, NAACP crowd calls Romney demeaning and insulting. And by the way, this is going to be the last on this for a while. We're going to move on to other things. So I got to tell you, Amos Brown of San Francisco. Amos Brown is a board member of the NAACP. He's a member of the board. Say a board member could mean he's bored with the whole thing, and I wouldn't blame him. But we'll call him a member of the board. NAACP Amos Brown called Romney's address to the NAACP an insult to them, including Romney's references to the importance of family. So Romney goes in, treats them as adults, treats them as equals, talks to them about his policies, and they're insulted. This guy, Amos Brown, said for Romney to come here and lecture us about the family, he doesn't need to be talking to Negroes about that. Who tore up the family? Well, we all know who tore up the black family, and that's the American welfare state tore up the black family. The American welfare state, as personified by the federal government, assumed the role of father and husband. That's how the black family got torn up. The Democrat Party did it, Mr. Brown, and you damn well know it. So here, once again, Romney goes in. What's he supposed to tell him? You know what? I'm going to bring you 15% unemployment. I'm going to bring you even more of you on food stamps. I'm going to give you more of what Obama... And then they would have applauded him. I'll tell you what, the more these people at the NAACP speak up and give us a chance to tell people what they said, because the drive-bys are not going to report this. You're not going to see this. You're going to see videotape. You're going to see or hear audio tape. You're not going to read this in mainstream media publications. You're not going to read about this Stoker babe and her comments. You're not going to read about Amos Brown here. But as long as they keep talking, this is going to end up being a bigger win-win for Romney as these people come off as just small, inconsequential, and really out of the mainstream. As I said, there's other things going on out there, and I want to touch on some of this stuff. From the Daily Caller today, the government, your government, the federal government, has been targeting Spanish speakers with radio novellas promoting food stamp usage as part of a stated mission to increase participation in the food stamp program. Essentially, what's happening here is that the U.S. Department of Agriculture is using Spanish soap operas, Spanish language soap operas, to push food stamps among both non-citizens and citizens. Each novella, comprising a 10-part series called Parque Alegría, or Hope Park, presents a semi-dramatic scenario involving characters convincing others to get on food stamps, explaining how much healthier it is to be on food stamps. The majority of the episodes end with the announcer encouraging the listener to tune in again to see if the skeptic applies for benefits or learns to understand the importance of food. So your government, this is why Obama doesn't go to the NAACP. What's there to celebrate? I'm going to have more people on food stamps? Yeah, I'll tell you how I'm going to do it. I got the government now using Spanish language soap operas to push food stamps, citizens and non-citizens. Barack Obama doesn't want to change what's going on. He doesn't want to improve the circumstances of this economy. It's altogether true. Barack Obama wants a bigger government, him in charge of it. He wants more people depending on it. It really isn't any more complicated than that.